Hi, I'm Dielle. I'm a multiple seven-figure sales coach, and I'm so excited. Collectively, I think I've made $4 million over the past 5 years. So yeah, that's what I've been able to do. And I'm the creator of 5-Figure Freedom, which is our group coaching program that helps women of color part-time coaches quit their full-time jobs. Who's in freedom? Woohoo! Amazing. And then we have 6-Figure Liberation, which is my mastermind, where we help you have 6-figure launches and sign 5-figure one-on-one clients. Who's in liberation? Amazing. So those are my 2 offers, and I'm the host of the Women of Color Sales podcast. So a little bit about my story. I'm a social worker by trade. I'm always going to define myself as a social worker until the day I die. I love the field of social work. And I had a 3-hour round-trip commute while building my business. I took 2 buses, and I walked up a giant hill every single day to go to work. It was very draining and very exhausting. And I also was just trying to build my business. I had about 6 figures of student loan debt. I was making $2,500 a month, and I was doing the math. I'm like, the math ain't mathing. The math is not mathing. So how exactly am I going to create wealth for me and my family that looked like entrepreneurship? So I started my business, and it's been a crazy, wild ride ever since. And I've made $2 million in sales last year while dealing with a chronic illness, also an autism diagnosis. I don't know if you all know that about me. And also healing a lot of my trauma. I had a lot of health trauma, a lot of emotional trauma, so also healing all of my trauma. And my mission is for every single woman of color coach to experience personal and financial emancipation, which is why the event is called Emancipation. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. Today's session, if you all want to get out your workbooks, the whole entire event is followed in your workbook, so I'll give you a second to get those out. Thank you. Okay, I see still a lot of heads down. Okay, awesome. So today we're going to talk about doubling your sales. We're also going to talk about identity killers and identity builders. Identity is a really important part. And we're going to go through the double your sales marketing assets. So we have a lot to cover today. Are y'all ready? Let's go. Doubling your sales. So I have doubled my sales every year in business. Since I made $0 to 40K, 40K to 300K, big jump there, 300K to 500K, 500K to $1 million, $1 million to $2 million. So I'm really good at doubling my income. And doubling your income is all about the things that we're going to talk about today. But it's first just putting into your body that you actually believe that you could double your income. Who here believes that they could double their income? Yeah, it's possible. With a few strategic steps, you're going to be able to double your sales. So here, y'all know I love an acronym. I love an acronym. So here's our acronym for today. Diagnosing the right problem. Objections. Urgency, business model, leveraging your story, had to get a little creative with that one, and then creating an excellent result. And when I think about my own journey, I did this at each stage over and over and over again. So many of you all think that, okay, once I hit one level, then I'm done. You have to reiterate at each and every level. You have to keep going at each and every level. You have to run through this again and again and again. Diagnosing the right problem. Let's start with that one. So fixing the wrong problem will delay your sales. Your business is always talking to you and telling you what's wrong. A lot of you all don't have this give and take response with your business. You're kind of like, I don't know why I don't have the money that I want. I don't know why I don't have the sales that I want. But I want you to have the thought that your business is always talking to you. And where are you not listening to it? So your business is giving you information. It's telling you how many likes you're getting on your content. Is it giving you sales calls? Are you growing your audience? Are you converting your sales calls? It's giving you every single problem you need to fix, but where are you all not listening to it? Where are you all's default thinking is, I don't know what's wrong. That's what I want you all to fix. I want you all to always know what you could be fixing. That's how I've been able to stay in business and double my income so much. I always know what's wrong in my business, always. Whenever my team is like, okay, Dielle, how did the launch go? I'm like, we missed this, I didn't do that, I don't have this, I don't have that. And that creates confidence. That creates confidence where I always know what to fix. So here are the four main problems. Here are the four main problems that I see you all doing. Leads, business model, marketing, and then converting. Who in here likes lead generation? Claire Pelz loves it with her ads and funnels. Yeah. So you all really want to be thinking about, with your leads, you all have to sell yourself on the value of lead generation and how it's important. A lot of you all just want to go to content. You just want to say, okay, let me figure out what I'm posting wrong, or how can I post differently? Stop going just to your content and be like, do I have enough people to even hit my goals? Is there enough people even in my sphere who know my name that I can help? And even if there are people, can you get new people? Can you get new people who are interested in your work? Sometimes I find that my newer leads are more excited than the people who've been on my list for 2 years, right? They're like, oh my God, I've never heard this before. I've never seen this before. You're exactly what I need. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So thinking about your leads, is your audience growing by 25% every single year? 25%. That's a lot. But that's healthy lead generation. That means that your lead generation is working. 25%. Business model. Is your audience interested in your offer? So sometimes I see you all selling something, specifically the people who are trying to sell group programs when they should be selling one-on-one coaching. You're pumping out this group left and right, and it's not working because you should be selling one-on-one. So your audience will be interested in your offer if it's the right one for your business model. Does that make sense? Yes, we'll talk more about business model in a second, but is your audience interested in your offer? That typically is a business model issue. That's a business model issue. Marketing. When you post, do you create sales calls? When you post, do you create sales calls? This is something that a lot of you all should be working on as well. And then converting, when you do have a sales call, do you close it? Do you close it? So I want you all to look at this list and think about, okay, what is my issue? Which one do I need to be focusing on? What's my problem? Because if you all can fix the right problem, the sales will come so much easier. They'll come so much easier. All right. Objections, my favorite. So you'll have to stop just creating content. Y'all love to post with no intention. Y'all be like, Dielle, I posted. I'm like, the post didn't do nothing though. Right? So you all have to stop just focusing on posting, and I want you all to think about objections. So there's actually 5 here. I took one away, and I consolidated them. But here are the 5 beliefs that turn a client into a no. I don't want to do that. It's too hard. This is not important to me right now. I tried that, and it didn't work, and what will others think? There's a few I want to highlight here. I don't want to do that. Do you know that whatever you are asking your clients to do, they likely have fears about that thing? So if you're a marriage coach and you're telling them that you can have a better marriage, they're often thinking like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. What if I want a divorce, right? Or if you're a weight loss coach and you believe in strength training and you're showing them that, hey, if you just do strength training, you'll lose weight, people are going to say, oh, I don't want to do that. You have to be thinking about your ideal client and the objection of, I don't want to do it in that way, and you have to sell them on why they should do it that way, the benefits of it. Sometimes you all are posting your 15-step healing process, and you're like, I wonder why people don't want to do it. No one is interested. I'm like, yeah, they're looking at that like, I don't want to do that. So you all have to sell them on doing it. I had this realization when I was selling launching for liberation. And this was a time where the industry was very anti-launching. Like, I don't want to launch, launching is unethical, all of these things about launching. And I had to literally create a way. I was like, okay, how can I make launching attractive? I was like, what if launching is like Disney World? What if launching feels as fun as Disney World? And what if people hate launching because nobody buys? But how can I ensure them that they would buy? And then that's one of the main things that I'm known for now is my Disney World launches. And it gets people excited about launching. So you have to be thinking about whatever you're selling, people necessarily don't want to do it, and you have to sell them on why. Another one that I want to point out is it's not important to me right now. So your ideal client has 200 goals that they want to achieve at once. I'm like that. Are y'all like that? Yeah, there's 200 goals that they want to achieve at once. How can you make sure that your thing is the bowling ball to every other problem? Where's, is Keena in here? She's over here? She's like, why are you calling me out? Keena, she made a post. She's a money coach. I've worked with her. She's amazing. She's a money coach. And she made a story. She was like, money coaching fixes marriages. Something completely outside of her niche, but she's making it important to her client. So I want you all to think, like I say all the time, for me, that my business saved my health. So where are you making your niche, your issue, the bowling ball to all of their problems? Where does it help the client holistically? And then this is especially for my business coaches, for those who think I tried that and it didn't work. This is really important if you're in the business niche. Especially like for me, I get this all the time, like Dielle, sales calls don't work. They don't work for me. I tried them and it didn't work. It's like, no. You haven't tried triage, treatment plan, tell the client. You didn't try it my way. My way is different. My way is faster. My way is better. So whenever you're thinking about something that a lot of people have done before, or relationship coaching, like, we've tried marriage counseling. We've tried that before, right? Or I'm looking at Janae, right? She does test prep and college prep for the kiddos, for the high schoolers, right? And they're like, well, I've done Kaplan before. I've done that before. How is your way different? How is your way different? What will others think? That has to do with husbands, right? Friends. Anything about like actually achieving the result. Okay, well, what will my friends think if I lose all the weight? You know, I've been bad mouthing my bad husband to all my friends. What happens if I actually stay with them? So you want to be thinking, and how do you overcome the what will other people think objection as well? Urgency. So I've been thinking a lot about urgency. I've been thinking a ton about urgency. Because right now in the coaching industry, it's not that the coaching industry is going down, right? I think all of y'all here are a product of that. But specifically, people are trying to say to themselves, okay, why should I spend money on coaching today? Like, why should I spend money on coaching right now? So and this is a little nuance, so bear with me. I want you all to think about the current urgency that your ideal client has right now and their current identity versus the future urgency for the problem. So here's the breakthrough that I had when I was selling 5-Figure Freedom. I'm over here selling quit your racist job, be a full-time coach, da-da-da. And my ideal client is like, okay, that's nice. That's okay. But I have a credit card bill that I got to pay this month, right? Like I just want one client so I could go take a vacation with my kids. That's their current identity and their current urgency. I see some heads nodding. Are y'all following me? Okay. That's their current urgency and their current identity. We want to sell the big and flashy result. We're going to get there. We want to sell that, but it's really important for y'all to be selling the current urgency that they're facing today. Another way to think about this is, what can they get done in a week? 1 week. What can they get done in 1 week? That's hard. That's hard to think about. But how could you change a client's life just in 1 week? That's how you can start answering the urgency objection, too. Business model. This is the one I fight with y'all the most. Y'all laughing, y'all know. Y'all know. I see y'all too. Some of y'all went, oh. Y'all know what this is. A lot of y'all know what you should be doing at this stage. One-on-one coaching, then go to group. And I've been spinning myself out, thinking about how can I really get y'all on board with this? And the best way that I can think about it is you are going to be a better coach when you go through one-on-one coaching, and then you go to group after you already have that skill under your belt. You're just a better coach. I've seen it over and over and over again. My clients that don't have enough coaching experience going to group, they then have a lot more clients in their face asking them questions, and they don't have answers to it because they didn't clock in those coaching hours before. So do not rush to group coaching. Also, financially, I've seen a lot of coaches who do group, their group doesn't sell out, shocker, right? Shocker, and then they don't have any money because they didn't master one-on-one coaching. So really making sure that you're starting with one-on-one coaching first. It's better for your clients and it's better for your finances. Here's the trajectory that I recommend. One-on-one coaching at 1K, one-on-one coaching at 5K, one-on-one coaching at 10K, regardless of your niche. I don't care if you're a health coach. I don't care if you're a marriage coach. You can do it. I've paid for it. Right? I don't care what your niche is. And then 50K launch, and then 100K launch. I'm going to start more talking about the 50K launch because for a lot of us, and let me know, I'm thinking about Kirsten, right? That 50K launch felt better than the 100K launch. You're just so excited and you're so proud of yourself, and it's several one-on-one clients at once. So like the 50K launch shows you that you have something to work with. If you're not getting 50K launches in your group, you either need to go back to a one-on-one coaching because you're missing some coaching experience, or we need to figure out another offer. So we really want to make sure that you're able to have a 50K launch that validates the offer, and then we can improve it from there. And then, of course, six-figure group programs, launches, six-figure launches. Leveraging your story. So stories help people know why you believe in what you believe and give proof of concept, right? So I already overcome objections. I already sell 5-figure freedom very well because I'm like, you can make $300K with a 9-to-5 job and a crazy commute. I did it, right? I did it. And so your story will validate your offer. Some of you all are selling stuff that you've never done and you're challenged by it because you don't have a story attached to it, right? So like for me, I'm trying to find a new business coach that specifically sells high ticket with a small audience, with ads and funnels, and also launching without having sales call closers. And I'm looking for someone to do just that. It's very specific. Your ideal client is looking at you with that, let me try to say it, specificity. I think I said it right. Oh, I ain't gonna try, y'all. I ain't gonna try. You caught me. I ain't gonna try. With that clarity, with that level of clarity. So I really want you all to be very detailed in your stories. And when you all tell one story, there's probably 10 mini ones within that, right? So like I tell the story of my commute, but really it's that's one story, but it's the same 9-to-5 story this whole time. But the way I piece it up, I wring out like 10 stories within me working my job, right? So I don't want you to say like, oh, I work a 9-to-5 job. I want you to say, I had a 3-hour commute. I had a boss that was like this. These were the projects that I did. Here's how it impacted my home life. Here's how it impacted my health. You can wring out a lot of stories just in one. Your story also helps you provide depth. So I've been talking about depth a lot, especially if you're a business coach. Gone are the days where we can just say, I'm going to teach you how to convert on Instagram and make 10K months, and that be it. I think why I sell very well is I have a ton of depth to my story. And a lot of people are like, okay, do I need to sell a struggle story or sell me in the trenches? No, not necessarily, but you just want to provide some why to why you believe what you believe. You want to put some connection back into your marketing. And then that's what people are going to remember. And it also separates you. Like, I don't know another person that had a 300K business with a 9-to-5 job and a 3-hour commute, right? Like, I don't know anyone else that's done that but me. It immediately separates me. Or I was the first person, now I have a ton of clients who've been able to do it, but I was the first person that I knew to have a 6-figure launch with my audience size, right? So it immediately separated me from everybody else. So your story really is your differentiator. The type of stories you can tell. Industry experience, right? So those are all the ones within your niche, within your experience. These are the classic, like, I was able to heal after my divorce. I was able to lose the weight. I was able to grow the business, like your classic industry experience. And then out of industry experience. So I do this really well with connecting sales and social work, right? I do this really well with connecting sales and social work, where I'm like, hey, I'm a great sales coach because I'm a social worker. So out of industry experience makes it more interesting, right? Makes it more interesting. Family and loved ones. I always talk about Barry, who a lot of you all saw at check-in, struggling, but he did it. I talk about how I always say, like, you don't need your husband to fully get what you do. He still don't understand it. He here, right? He still don't get it. And I used to talk so much about how he would say that I should promote my business on the radio. And I'm like, the radio, honey? I said, that's not marketing. He's like, every big commercial's on the radio. I do think that's marketing. And I was like, he doesn't get it, right? But like a lot of people are like, oh, I don't need to like beat my business into my husband. I'm like, no, let him be. Just let them be, right? And so it's anything with family, right? Anything with family can help connect people. Time, anything that saves time, right? Anything that's fast, anything that's short, anything that saves time, you want to be connecting with people. And then health stories. We all have health issues, right? We all have had health stories. How has your niche improved your health, your longevity, your body? So thinking about health as well. Storytelling framework. So you can start the story off by providing some context, the problem you face and how it made you feel. How did you change your mindset and your actions to get different results? The results you created and how your clients have them too. So this is the storytelling framework you can use. Here's an example. Wait, did y'all want that again? Okay, sorry. And I was doing this, if you're one of my clients and you haven't looked in Circle, I did a how to sell on an Instagram story training. So I would look at that. I will make a little asterisk to look at that if you're one of my clients. I did a training in Circle, a live video in Circle. And I was like selling storytelling with like my marker or like a cup of coffee, right? Like you can storytell anything if you connected and use this framework, right? I can storytell this, my bad. I can storytell this clicker that I keep messing up on, this clicker, right? You can storytell all of it. Good. Here's an example. When I was trying to grow my business as a side hustler, I had a 3-hour commute, 12-hour shift, and 0 energy to grow my business. I decided that I wanted to keep my weekends free, so I did one thing in the morning, one thing in the evening, and I started getting more things done, signing clients while having a break on the weekends. Inside of my program, 5-Figure Freedom, I have time management frameworks to help you sign clients on part-time hours. Right? Very simple, solid piece of work. Cool. Okay, result. I have a lot of thoughts about y'all not wanting to sell results. What I want to say, I have, again, a lot of thoughts. What I want to say is results-based marketing is actually the most ethical form of marketing that you can offer. When you actually have a result, people know what they're buying. And that's ethical for people to know what they're buying and know what they're signing up for and know what they can expect. So all of you all who are like waffling on your result, I don't want a result. I really want you all to think about, imagine if you all saw something and it said, we don't know what those will be able to do for you. You're not gonna buy it, right? You're not gonna buy it. So I really want you all to just change your thoughts about results. Like, results are good things. You want to offer a clear result. It's the most ethical thing that you can do. It also makes you a better coach. I remember when I decided to I'm sorry, y'all. This is totally my fault. I remember when I was trying to decide to have six-figure launches be my result for six-figure liberation, I only had about 3 people do them. But then when I said, okay, I really want this to be my result of liberation, I then was able to ask myself, how could I raise my standard of coaching? How could I coach better? How can I coach more unique? What do I need in my offer? What do I need in my program? It made me a better coach. It helped me stand out in the industry. Like, having a result just really, really is a good thing for your business and a good thing for your clients. So here, I finally created a results framework for y'all to choose your results. Y'all are the only ones getting it because it's a little advanced. But let's run through some examples. Replace results. So replace 25% of your social media income with email sales. I wonder whose result this is. It's such a I just made that up all by myself, you know? She's not even here. She missed it. Achievement results. Get a promotion in 90 days. Oh, she's over there. Okay. Isn't that a good result I made up? Mm-hmm. Yep. Get a promotion in 90 days. Get a promotion in 90 days. First or last result, sign your first client, lose the last 20 pounds. More or less results, double your free time as a mom, have less anxiety at work in 6 months. Heal results, heal from your past divorce and start dating in 3 months. Thank you so much. All right. And so there's so many options for you to pick a result that feels good to you. Like, y'all have no excuses to not pick a result, right? I love choosing results. Results get me the most excited because it really, like I said, it just helps your buyer know what they're purchasing, which is ethical. It's extremely ethical. And it also helps you become a better coach. There's wins all around. Let's review. We covered a lot. Let's review. So you want to diagnose the right problem. You want to have objections, urgency, and think about your business model, leverage your story, and have excellent results. All right. And I'm happy to answer any questions you have or workshop any of this when we do Q&A. Okay, so here's the thing. But I know what it says on the side. Here's the thing. There are so many things I say over these 2 days where I'm like, this is the number one thing you need. There's like 4 of them, so just bear with me, okay? There's a lot of number ones. It just is. Okay, I want to talk about something a little mean. Can I be mean? Yep, okay, thank you. Here's the number one thing that will stop you from making sales: selfish business decisions. A lot of you all, going back to diagnosing your problems, a lot of you all are thinking to yourselves, you know what to do. You know the thing that you need to fix, but you don't want to do it. You know what you need to do intellectually. You have the ideas like, okay, I could go live today. Okay, I could climb through my client results and my coaching. Okay, I could do all these things, right? I could do all of these elements, but I don't want to. I'm scared. I don't feel like it. That's y'all's reaction. And so that's selfish. It's selfish. It's selfish to your business, which you keep being mad at because it's not growing. And of course, it's selfish because your clients need help and you aren't growing your business to help them. I really, really like using the word selfish, because it's triggering. Right, y'all, I'm seeing a lot of y'all are like, ooh, right? Samantha was like, ooh, right? And so it's triggering, but I also want you to think about too, if you get that resistance or if you get that urge, there's just something there to look at that doesn't mean to not do it. You all have to get better at like, oh, there's a sensation in my body, and that doesn't mean I need to shut down or not do it. That means I need to learn more about this sensation. I need to learn more about why this is coming up for me. This is what I need to bring to coaching.